This video is about Jump Force and my concerns for Jump Force. Check it out. So, if you didn't know, Jump Force essentially is supposed to be the successor to the J-Stars versus game. J-Stars Victories versus whatever the fuck it was called. I have the game, I don't know like the exact name of the title off the top of my head. But it came out on PlayStation 3 and they released it on PlayStation 4. It was like J-Stars Victory Verse Plus, and I think that was it. It was the Plus edition or some shit. Now my main problem with J-Stars was the fact that the story mode was it was garbage. The story mode was complete garbage. All your character interactions is like, whenever you pick a character, right? Like, I always play as Ichigo. I bought the game to play as Ichigo. I had no interest in playing any other character than Ichigo. And it's like this for every other character in the game who has, like, their own main story mode. When you play through the J-Star story mode as whatever character you get, it's your character. And whenever they show up, there's still images of them. And, you know, occasionally, like, they'll have a different pose or something. And it's just like, it's dialogue. It's dialogue. There's no animation. There's no type of animation whatsoever with characters interacting with each other. Unless it's, like, actually as part of the introduction to the fight. You know, like, when they're doing the character intro, showing you what each character, what series they're from. The pre-fight banter. There's no animation at any point in the story mode other than these characters in this pre-fight banner. None whatsoever. And I'm just like, why? 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 Like, I want to see fucking Hiei and Ichigo, like, actually, you know, talk to each other and fucking move around instead of still images. It was so boring. It was honestly a pain playing through the J-Stars story mode. But I did it anyway. Now, I'm not going to say I didn't enjoy the dialogue. I liked the dialogue, but I'm like, I expect a little bit more. Some animation, something. Would have been interesting. It would have been a huge payoff. Would have been a major selling point. It's like it wasn't there. I'm hoping the Jump Force has this. You know, actual fucking animations. Even if it's CGI. I'll take some CGI over just still images. I hope it's good CGI and not like, you know, berserk quality. I hope it's some at least good CGI. I prefer if it was like, you know, some good 2D animation in there. Some hand-drawn shit too. Not that Dragon Ball Super fucking One Piece lazy ass animation where the character models don't look like they're proportioned right. Like, I don't want none of that. None of that. That's just one gripe. There's another major gripe. A huge one. It's even worse than just, you know, the story mode being garbage. And that is roster balancing. Roster balancing in J-Stars was completely non-existent. There are some characters in the game who are just considerably more powerful than the other characters are. I mean, like, ridiculously stronger than other characters. Some characters have combos that are just fucking almost game-breaking compared to other characters. Some characters do way more damage than other characters can. Luffy's a perfect example of this, right? Luffy has his victory burst, whatever the fuck move it is, where you hit, I think it's like R3 or something. It's like it's an instant move. And Luffy as a base character does a lot of damage. Why? There's plenty of characters in this game stronger than Luffy who should do more damage to him, but they don't. But Luffy does, because I guess One Piece gets his dick sucked in Japan real hard. And, you know, I get it. One Piece is a popular series over there, but I'm like, Luffy doing all this damage is pretty crazy, man. Some of these characters in this game they're considerably underpowered. When you go online and you play J-Stars, like, a lot of people use some cheap ass shit in the game. They just straight up abuse a couple moves. It's like one dude who can like shoot fireworks and he has just like a bunch of fucking range moves. Some of the shit that you can't really get around, or in certain instances, right? Like the game has support characters or something like a support character. It's generally two people. It's two people per team, and you get a third character as a support character. And like a lot of people, they'll pick fucking Vegeta, because Vegeta and his Big Bang attack just take a fucking huge chunk of your life out. This is the shit I'm talking about. I've seen it already in the trailers. Sasuke's Amaterasu looks like it's ridiculous. It looks like it's a just ridiculously overpowered move. Like, it might make sense for the anime, but, or even the manga, but as far as the game goes, I'm like, no. Nah. Hell no. This is some game breaking shit potentially. And this is my like biggest concern for this game, is that the abilities the characters have are not going to be balanced out. I can see Sasuke breaking the game already. I haven't seen enough of the other characters to say I'm like, oh yeah, they got some game breaking shit. But I'm like, you give people some time, especially in these, anime fighting game communities. I'm like, people gonna make this, they'll straight up abuse just everything they can find. They will abuse everything. And shit like that is gonna fuck this game up. Because you know that Bandai Namco, like, they are not going to patch this game. The odds of them patching this game are extremely low. So as far as the combat front goes, like I'm really worried about how this game is going to go down. I'm like, okay, you can have fun maybe offline, but once you get online and people start abusing shit, like, a lot of people gonna be raging. People gonna be like, oh, blah blah blah, spamming Amaterasu, or blah blah blah, spamming such and such. Like, I already know what's gonna happen. I played enough fighting games to see. I'm like, this is how this shit gonna go. And this is a segment of the population out here who's like, they always complain about spamming in games. I'm like, okay, well, you've seen what Amaterasu can do already. I'm like, people need to start complaining about this shit now. Like, you need to nerf this. It's clearly too powerful. Now's the time. Don't wait till the game comes out. Like, talk about this shit now. This is a fighting game. It's not, a typical fighting game. It's what people call an arena fighting game. And I'm like, arena fighting games tend to suffer the most when shit's broken. Get on this shit now. It's the perfect time. And that's my major concern for J-Stars. Story mode, that's one thing. But combat, roster balancing, character tiers, that's a huge issue in games like this. I hope that the game is balanced. I don't have the game. I haven't played the game. I don't know. But I hope it's balanced, or if things are broken pre-release, that they get patched. It's like, okay, I get it. People want an authentic experience with certain shit. But I'm like, Amaterasu seem a little bit too powerful right now. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you want authentication or a real experience. I'm like, Goku probably should be murdering everybody in the game, or fucking Ichigo, he should be murdering everybody. Realistically, no one should be able to hurt Ichigo unless they got spiritual pressure. I mean, if you want to go there, if you really want to go there, no one should be able to hurt my man, right? Which is like, Amaterasu's supposed to burn forever, but no one with if you don't have spiritual pressure, you can't touch Ichigo. So, I mean, like, it's going to be a lot of nitpicking with this game. But I at least want it to be balanced. You can ruin someone's whole experience by just having the game not be balanced. Remember, it's that one motherfucking J-Stars who just... It's that one motherfucker who started some shit. And, other people, they saw what this motherfucker was doing and they copied it. I guarantee if it's some broken ass shit in Jump Force, the same thing is going to happen in Jump Force. It's like some motherfucker somewhere is going to find some just game breaking shit that they can abuse, or just something that's really overpowered, and they're going to start spamming that shit. People going to start taking L's, and motherfuckers going to upload YouTube videos about the shit. People going to complain about spamming, but you know what? That game breaking shit that person is doing, that's going to fucking flood the community. And people going to start playing like bitches. And I'm hoping that doesn't happen. I'm hoping it doesn't happen. It probably will, but I'm hoping it doesn't. And that's my concern for Jump Force.